How you doing, Cancer? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Cancer, make sure you stay tuned till the end of your reading where I will pull a final message from the universe tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. Wow, so a lot of changes, a lot of good changes are about to happen for you. You have the Three of Pentacles here, and you also have the Three of Cups. So I do see here for a lot of you, collaboration, networking, teaming up with someone. Some new energy is going to be entering your life. And this person, they're going to come in the form of a surprise when you least expect it. You're going to meet them at a coffee shop, for example, or going for a walk. And they're going to want to network and collaborate with you. And this energy happens to me all the time, so it does happen. So for example, I'll be at a coffee shop, I'll order a drink. Next thing I know, someone will be like, hey, I ordered the same drink. Is it good? And I'll say, yes, it's actually fantastic. And they'll be like, hey, I like your energy. What do you do? And I'll be like, I have Amazon businesses. And they'll be like, oh, I'm the CEO of a company that just opened up and I would like you to come work for us. Come say hi. You know, maybe not in those words, but pretty much that's it. And I'll be like, hi, why don't you work for me? But with that being said, people want to hire people that have good energy. That's it. They never ask me, hey, what school did you go to? What are your credentials, background, interview? None of that. That person looks at me and said, I like this guy. There's something I could do with him. I do this all the time. For example, like I have different Amazon brands I work with. When I want to work with someone, the last thing I'm looking for is how much money they got. I have money to invest. I don't care about their products. I got 10. What I'm looking for is to see this person, when I email them, when I text them, when I call them, am I going to be inspired? Like, am I going to be like, yes, I cannot wait to talk to Jane or Bob or Bill? Or am I going to be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I got to talk to this person because every time I talk to them, something, scary happens. Like they're always overwhelmed. They're always like trying to talk about the worst case scenario. And that's what's going on here. It's like when you focus your energy on the right things, everyone wants to be a part of it. Like, no, you can't help but want to collaborate with that. And right now, just focusing on your energy, you're going to manifest who you are and not what you want. Now, you got the Five of Wands, which is very interesting, right? I see a lot of pressure being put on yourself. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. So I do see here financially, some of you may be putting a little bit of extra pressure on yourself, telling yourself, oh man, why did I do this? Why did I not do this? Why did I, like, for example, spend this money? Or why did I not invest in this opportunity? And in hindsight, super easy, but you got to tell yourself, you're not a mind reader. And your entire, focus right now should be on collecting data, learning lessons, and moving on. So even if you made a decision, maybe you're like, oh, I bought some crypto and it went down and oh man, why did I do this? Ask yourself this, what was the lesson in the situation? Maybe the lesson was don't go on margin or don't get leveraged too much. Okay, now find that lesson and move on. Apply it to your next business. We've all been there. In business, you have ups and downs. Same thing applies to relationships. Maybe you're in a relationship and then, it did not go according to plan. And right now you're telling yourself, I wasted time. You didn't waste time. You collected data. And when you look at it from that perspective, everything starts making sense. Now you have the World. Wow. And you have the High Priestess. So right now, Spirit is telling you that there is a big possibility of travel on the horizon for you. This could be some sort of vacation or this could be you moving away. But I do see here that there is some sort of travel here and your angels and guides want you to get out of your environment because by getting out of your environment, you're going to invite a whole brand new energy into your life, like a breath of fresh air. And you're going to get new insights, new clarity, new downloads. So if you are in a position where someone says, hey, I have some tickets, I can't use them. Would you like to use them? Say yes. If there's a weekend getaway with your name on it, say yes. If you win some tickets on the radio, say go on the trip, right? Don't give yourself time to talk yourself out of it. Don't let ego come in there and try to persuade you otherwise not to do it. Now is the time to say yes. And I know, like, for example, my wife Alicia and I, right now we're in South America, but when we were back home in North America, we used to love going camping, right? And whenever we went camping, it was a breath of fresh air. We had so many insights, so much clarity. We saw so many new things, and it was so cool and exciting. And it was like any chance we got, we would run away and just camp away. And it's a beautiful memory and that beautiful energy that I love always going back to. And that's the same thing here. It's like Maybe we weren't, going on a 2-week vacation, but just those 2 nights was enough for us to really be able to let loose and get away. And again, we were fortunate enough to be, in an environment where literally like the campsite's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from us. And so we were constantly going, but that's the same thing that's going on here with you. Like right now, whether it's 5-10 minutes away or 5-10 hours away, if you can find the time to go and do something that you are passionate about and get out of your environment, now's the time to do so, because Spirit's telling you that good things will come. Now, speaking of that, look at that. You have koala spirit, which is Spirit has a plan. So your angels are telling you that they have a plan right now, and they're just waiting. And that's the thing, is we're always waiting for Spirit, but Spirit is waiting for us. And what does that mean? That means that like your angels and guides want to see you happy, right? It is your birthright to be rich and be with your soulmate. So it's not like they want to see you suffer. The last thing your guides want is for you to be struggling and having a hard time paying off your bills and dealing with people who are mean to you and rude to you. Like, we're not meant to learn negative lessons and be in pain and stuff. That is a human filter right there. What we're meant to do is to come here, collect data, and move on. So for example, imagine you had a business, the business did not go so well. You're supposed to be like, okay, gotcha, what can I do differently? And as soon as you find the lesson, now Spirit will help you start a new business. New opportunity, collaboration will come your way. But that's the thing, it's like us humans, we get so caught up in something going wrong. And we really look at the one thing going wrong and not the 20 things that are going right in our life. And we're the only animals that do this, right? Like when a lion is hunting a gazelle and the gazelle gets away, the lion's not like, I'm so stupid, oh my goodness, why did I do this? The lion's like, what was the lesson? Oh, I got spotted. Why did I get spotted? The scent, I was too high up and the scent got carried in the wind, whatever. And learning, moving on. And that's the energy. Your angels are telling you to move on right now. Now you have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So it's like when you are shining, everything is magnetic. And right now I do see here that a lot of you are in a position where that when you start tapping into who you truly are, that genuine, authentic self, and you start remembering that you are a beautiful, powerful empath, your spiritual sensitivity is your strength. And the fact that you deep down inside are strategically planning on what to do, like you want better for your life, this really goes to show that you are someone who doesn't take no for an answer, and you are someone who is going to get what you're looking for. And this right here is the energy that sets you apart. But it's like your angels are reminding you to keep this energy. Don't let go of this energy. Because I do see here that a lot of you may feel right now a little bit of hesitancy, a little procrastination, and that's only because Spirit is telling you that it is time to close a chapter in your life in order for a new chapter to begin. And this chapter is something that we've held onto for quite some time. So maybe it's a belief, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's an ideology or mind state. But whatever it is, it's not paying dividends. And whenever you think of it, you're like, oh, this doesn't feel good. This has me feeling like something's off. This is a warning sign from the universe telling you that I don't want anything to do with this. Right now, by closing this chapter and letting go and telling yourself, wow, I can't wait till this is over, and instead focusing on the abundance that awaits and the beautiful story of the future, that's when everything will change, and that's when you can actually change your energy and change your life. All right, Cancer, I will pull a final message from the universe. Universe, final message for Cancer. Final message for Cancer. What should Cancer know right now? All right, so universe wants you to know ideal course of action. Look at that. Talk about being strategic. Ideal course of action. Right now, the universe says, it is easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envision what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure that you stay on path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you. Determine what you desire next. Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase that is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. Right now, take action, right? Right now, this is the time to really ask yourself, what's my game plan? What's my 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year game plan? Be in love with the vision of the future. Be in love with the story of the future. Don't worry if it's, realistic or practical or analytical. None of that. You have to know what you're looking for, a clear and concise image. Match that with the elevated emotion, feeling it, right? Being in love with it. Then together, brain and heart coherence, you tap into the infinite number of realities, you quantum entangle with it, and then that manifestation comes to fruition. But if we don't know what we want, we're going to be waiting. And right now, the universe is telling you, Cancer, take action, know what you want, and they will deliver that energy into your life. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, honor your soul.